So this is
It's also quite
Puma
weak.
Punku
Hanging
material,
there as well.
and you can see it's magnetic. And the way that we differentiate between the Puma Punku and the Tiwanaku periods is the gray stone is Puma Punku. And it is machined flat because this is 12 inches across and there's no pivoting. That is a flat surface. And contrary to popular belief, there isn't one sun gate, there are 4 of them. This is one of them here. So the other 2 are at Puma Punku. But again, it's an example of why is it here, snapped or smashed in pieces, and then again over there you see that one sticking out. So we're beginning, I think, to see evidence of the fact that this was covered in mud a long, long time ago. And this is where you see, this is where you see the machining, because the fineness of the work, and if we had Chris Dunn's gauges, depth gauges, you could measure the fact that this, the depression here is very, very even, within thousandths of an inch. And where you find the, here's where you find sharp corners, especially in this depression. So where you find that, you don't find tool marks. If somebody had a hammer and chisel, they would make mistakes because they would overcut or slightly off. And both sides should be exactly the same.
Check that again.
You see what I mean? You've got
Have these been excavated, Brian, or are they in situ?
In situ, yeah.
Anyone interested, this is area over here, where they've basically demolished it and taken everything out, is where the Akapana, so this is the Akapana, it's where the Andean Cross Pool was. That's right in the centre of that area there.
Mixed in with the muds that they were bringing in naturally, and what you're doing is you're winning out the fine materials. So you're winning out the much finer clay materials, and you leave this layer of these larger, denser sort of pebble and little stones, that type of thing.
Oh, okay.
So as the other stuff erodes,
yeah.
that's what's left
See right there. If you see there, you can see a layer of it. The little green stone is what we're referring to.
Right.
And if you imagine the whole thing, it looks much higher, and that they had all been mixed in and not been so obviously, but you winnow out all the all the fine sands and clays and whatnot. What you're left with is this layer of larger, denser stones that have to be blown away.
Oh, okay.
It's iron or metal ore facility. It could well be that. It could also be to charge seeds up, alter consciousness. There's all these different potentials of energy. And you've got a great big magnetic anomaly.
If they mixed up this mud and these little, green pebbles, if they're serpentinite or copper bearing, if they were mixing it purposefully in a,
that's what I'm because it's almost like something.
to get that texture, to get that composition.
Oh, yeah.
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 Because it seems very, at least from what I've seen so far, it seems very, very consistent.
Yeah. It's very purposeful stuff going on here. But you notice that the entire wall is the sandstone.
Yeah, it's entirely sandstone.
Whereas then we'll go to places where all of a sudden you have this mix of the two, and it's like, again, that's why I think this is a later construction made out of, one material for one specific reason.
It looks like andesite up there.
Well, no, but actually the smoking gun one is the one behind that little megalith there, because it's channeled out, it's fallen down. It's been brought here at some time in the past, but...
What time do you want us by the gate?
Yes. So this is where we might find real evidence of the Puma Punku period at Tiwanaku, where there was catastrophic damage. And this stone is one of the major ones, because this break could not have been done with guys with sledgehammers. This happened a long time ago because of the weathering on the inside surface and also all the lichen that's growing on it. And that one in the background, that is so cool. This one, and just the precision workmanship of this.
There's some inscriptions on this?
There's graffiti. Graffiti, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at that modern graffiti.
Yeah, and also this. I mean, this is sloppy. I have
That's very sloppy.
I've
No,
got
no,
a hard stone, making that.
Yeah, but you know what that looks like to me? That looks that looks modern.
Yeah,
That looks modern when someone was trying to quarry it
exactly.
afterwards.
Yeah.
But this is a little this looks like a little model.
It does.
Yeah, with the stairway.
Yeah, a little model with a stair. It looks like a design, like they were planning it.
Right.
Started it on 2 different holes. Yeah, that's bang on.
Okay, can you
Yeah.
just go down the series?
Yeah,
and-
that's bang on.
so they are.
That was the mistake I made.
Okay.
Brick, Jesus. Look at that. That's crazy.
That's great.
That is crazy.
So what's the distance?
I don't know. Probably some sacred distance.
Is that metric?
It's got both.
Oh, good. Okay.
Wow. That is off the scale.
So what do we have?
It's 31. Let's see, 32.5 millimeters.
Okay, and in
32.5.
Jeez, the 1 inch, a quarter. Let's see, 16th. Let's see, 4 5/16, 1 inch and 5/16.
okay.
Been put together again, modern times.
Yeah, this guy shows perfectly the outside angles. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that's why we're seeing these incredibly smooth surfaces, and then these really rough ones in the back, because according to Kurt
Wow.
and others, this would be the exposed. This would have been exposed to
Some of it was
For a
exposed.
very
the
long
weather.
Yeah, absolutely.
This looks like it was 2 different.
Yeah, it looks like molded again where another stone was on top of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we see a lot of around Cusco in the Sacred
Oh,
Valley.
exactly. I
We
totally
got
think
that.
it was somehow made soft, and that's why they weren't worried about 90 degree.
Uh-huh.
Because they could make it soft, set the block right on top, and it would totally make it seamless.
Uh-huh.
Just like it were Play-Doh or something.
So how do you think they made this stone soft?
I don't know. Somebody in the group said that they heard of somebody that figured out some plants you could mix in the Amazon or something. So.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I've heard that, but it would require thousands of gallons of this material. Bird work.
Condor spit or something.
Yeah, exactly. So this is that's one of the surfaces. Is this simply erosion? Because when you feel it, it's definitely different. From here through there,
And
it
that's the thing,
changes.
was this just buried or
Uh-huh.
was it something else?
I mean, that, please.
Very surface. It's very clean. From the break here, you can see it's just a surface feature.
Oh, okay. So that was probably exposure to the elements.
Yeah.
Maybe when they, picked it up, it looks like a fresher break even.
Yeah, that
Just
looks like a
damaged
very
it.
fresh break.
Yeah.
They just damaged it. The same here.
Yeah.
No, isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. How long did it take to break down that andesite?
Right. Versus that surface.
So can you give even a ballpark idea of how long it would take for this kind of weathering to occur? or it requires proper
Look at
examination.
this one. Look, this is different too. This has those
Yeah.
Oh, the knobs.
the
Exactly.
knobs.
That would even. That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
That's what we saw in all the other ones.
Uh-huh.
So you know, I'm
That's,
wondering
they
if
could-
that's
Even older.
well, I mean, it looks like you've got two different cultures here, actually.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
On this one block.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this surface here.
Yeah.
It's a bit weathered.
It's like they recycled it as well or smoothed it out.
On that side.
Uh-huh.
This, it looks like you've got a very smooth surface here, but then they're doing something here.
Yeah.
And this looks like it's been used a couple of times.
And then this stuff.
Sandstone to me looks like it was molded.